You ever just come across somebody and the energy is just off? Why is there a trail cam pointing to that campsite? There it is. You can see it. Feels like a threat in that way, where it's a violation of privacy. I'm just like, what the? I spent the last 4 nights sleeping in my car, living in my car in a hotel parking lot. Not a hotel I was checked into. I just stayed in their parking lot every night. I'm coming out of a funk that I've been in for the past maybe week or so. Last time you saw me, I was leaving Texas and heading into Louisiana. I don't know if it was evident in that video, but I was really already having a hard time. And when I entered into Louisiana, I had an itinerary and all these plans, and I've done nothing. I am starting to feel better, and I just want to ride that wave of just continuing to do a little bit at a time to help myself feel better and do the things that really take care of me. So I'm sitting outside my car, outside my home, at a trailhead, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I have it in me to go on a backpacking trip. I planned to do this backpacking trip, and I wanted to do a ton of miles and really push myself, but I think I am gonna go because it feels really nice to be outside, but I think I'm just gonna do a handful of miles or something, set up my tent someplace, and just kind of take it easy on myself, because sometimes just doing a little bit is all you can ask of yourself. Also, my backpack's already packed because I meant to go on a backpacking trip like 4 days ago. Yeah, it's literally just sitting right there, like ready to go. Getting out, started on the trail now. It's pretty quiet out here. It's lovely with the birds singing, and every now and then the wind comes through. When I was still getting ready at the trailhead, I encountered 3 young men who are out backpacking on this trail as well, and they let me know that a couple of them had done this trail before. This trail I'm out here hiking is in the Kisatchie National Forest in Louisiana, and it's called the Wild Azalea Trail, and it's arguably the best trail in Louisiana. So, pretty excited. It should also be the season for azaleas. So hopefully we'll get to see some beautiful azaleas in bloom and just restore my mental health. This trail is a through hike of sorts, and the distance is somewhere between 24 and 30 miles. I've seen conflicting information, but it doesn't matter much to me because I'm not going that far. The men I ran into earlier, I was picking their brains about camp spots because I have this trail downloaded on All Trails, but I haven't seen much information or indication of camps. Obviously, it's backpacking trail, so they're going to be out here, but they indicated that there's probably going to be some near the water crossings. Didn't really give me any specifics. I'm sure I'll find them, and yeah, by the water crossing is where I'm kind of expecting to see them. There's an interesting aroma. I just got my first glimpse at the very first wild azalea. It's so beautiful. So yeah, as I was saying, there's an interesting aroma that I've kind of walked into. It kind of smells like flavored tobacco, cigar. It's very interesting. So in short, I don't know where I'm camping tonight, but we'll figure that out. No big deal. Whether I'm solo traveling or stationary with a group of people, in my experience, the one thing that helps me is remembering the saying, no one's gonna come save you, you have to save yourself. And it's not professional advice, that's just what works for me when I'm feeling really low like that. I just have to fall into the things that I really love and sort of gently force myself to do them so that at least I'm doing something. So here we are, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm already feeling so much better today. And I do think that part of what got me down was loneliness. Hello again. How is it that I was just speculating that loneliness was likely the thing that was getting me down, and then suddenly I was wishing I was feeling more alone? You ever just come across somebody and the energy is just off? That is what's been happening to me a little bit today. I'm about 3 miles in and I found this spot that I would really love to camp. But just as I was getting here, I saw somebody that I've seen twice already today. The first time I saw him, he only had a water bottle in his hand, no backpack or anything. And I saw him at the trailhead where I parked my car as I was still pulling things out of my car. And at that point, as soon as he saw me, he sort of turned around and headed back onto the trail. I've seen him 4 times, I just realized. And then I saw him as I was hiking. I had started with my pack up the trail, and he came from behind me, still with just the water bottle. And I didn't hear him at first, but it kind of startled me a little bit. So I moved over to let him go past, and that time was the first time I said, "Oh, hello." And he just said, "Hi." The next time I saw him, he was at a crossroads, and it looked like he was loading things into his car to leave. But I guess he was pulling a backpack out, because even though I didn't say anything to him at that point, I literally just got across this bridge that's behind me, and I was filming some of the wild azaleas, and there he came from behind me again, this time with the backpack on, like an overnight backpack. And I said, "Oh, hello again." I might have even filmed that, although I didn't film him. And again, he just said hi. There's nothing concrete that's wrong with any of that, but it's the feeling of it. I mean, if you watch my other videos, I encounter solo men hiking as me, a solo female, all the time. But something about the energy of this particular individual has me on edge a bit. So I was just at the point where I had seen this place and decided I wanted to camp here. And he passed me on the trail, and I was stopped, and I just stood there by the flowers, like filming them. And then I think he was out of sight by the time I came over here, but I haven't set anything up yet. I just set my pack down, and I've just been hanging out, just trying to get a feel for the place and make sure that he's not around anymore. This is probably just paranoia, but one of the ways that I stay safe, the primary way that I stay safe, is by responding to these instincts. And since I've been here, a whole other group of men has passed. They were all wearing matching colored t-shirts, and they were going the other direction, the way from where I came. So I'm just hanging out, just seeing how things feel. It's not too late for me to go back to the car. It's not too late for me to go back to the car. Over to this area that I was looking across at, you see there's the bridge, you can see that, and then the backpack's right there. I was thinking I was going to camp over there, but I looked over and I saw this area here, the clearing, and I thought, you know what, that's a bit more hidden from trail. I might feel more comfortable and secure over there, so I came over. Why is there a trail cam pointing to that campsite? I don't really know how those things work. Maybe it's not visible on the camera, but like, what else is it pointing at? Okay. Like, here's the trail cam. What is it pointing at? I putting my camera right behind. My backpack is right there. That's where I was gonna camp. Like, that's an established campsite. Looks like this one is too, but what the heck is going on here? First, weird energy. Second, a trail cam pointed at a campsite. Oh, I think, yeah. I think 1 strike, 2 strike. I gotta get out of here before 3 strikes and I'm out. Is it just me? Or is that weird? Trail cam. Right there. Camp. Right there. I'm standing at my pack and I am looking, and I cannot for the life of me see it over there. I mean, camo, right? Very effective. Like, I've moved around, I've come up here. Like, where is it? Oh, there it is. I see it now. Okay, let's see if I can show you guys. Ooh, it's hard. Okay, maybe right here. I'm going to try to zoom even more. It's going to get really bad quality, but there it is. You can see it right there. You can see it. I'm out of here. I should say this because I don't think I covered it in the video, because when I hiked over there from the first campsite, so we'll call campsite 1, and the one with the camera is campsite 2. So I went from campsite 1 over to campsite 2, just kind of an exploratory thing. And the reason it actually took me a little while to decide to go over there is because there were like clear obstructions in the path, like logs covering the path. A lot of time that might be set up by Forest Service to say, like, this is not a trail, don't go down here. I just felt like I needed to go explore it. There was poison ivy I had to avoid. It's not too dense where I couldn't avoid it. And yeah, I had to go over a couple of logs and stuff like that. But it's almost like they don't want somebody going over there, right? But is it because they don't want somebody to discover the camera? It doesn't feel scary. Like, I'm not scared. I'm actually angry because it feels violating. It feels like a threat in that way, where it's a violation of privacy. And I'm just like, what the? There's nonstop action here. So remember the guys I told you about that passed by the campsite earlier? They're matching. There's 4 men. They're all wearing matching red shirts. And I just stumbled across them, which I was surprised to see them here because it's been quite a bit of time. Anyway, they're doing the hike through. And one of them has injured his knee. And so I offered, first aid, ibuprofen. He said, I think I just need to wrap it. I said, I have one. So I pulled out my first aid kit, gave him the wrap. They're back on the trail. They're going to be behind me. And I did, since I had the opportunity to speak to some locals, ask them about the trail cam. And if I was just being dramatic and crazy. And they said that is not normal. I was like, okay. I didn't think so. I'm not from around here. They said I should report it to the Forest Service. So that thought had already occurred to me, but I think I will indeed do that. And I mean, can't hurt. Like, if they already know about it and it's theirs, maybe I'll suggest that they put up a sign. actually just happened. That was the strangest afternoon hike backpacking trip ever. If it wasn't one thing, it was another, but it all worked out. I'm back at the car. There's a nearby lake called Valentine Lake. There's some campgrounds there, so I'm gonna go see about camping out for the night. So let's head on out. Right, really good vibes here. It's gorgeous. I can't wait to show you. I'm gonna fill out my payment envelope first. And this place actually, with my America the Beautiful pass, I can put my pass number on this envelope and it's only $5 a night. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and stay here for 2 nights. Saturday, I'll stay Saturday, Sunday night. And it's gonna be amazing. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Look at the kayaks over there. Well, good morning. It is a muggy, sort of rainy day here, but I'm at camp all day. I've got some editing I have to get done, and I'm also organizing the car. I have to unpack my backpacking backpack and repack my hiking backpack, and then store all of the backpacking stuff back up in the roof box. It's pretty windy. I think the rain is coming, so I have to hurry up and get this done, but I'm transferring all of my backpacking gear back up into the roof box and packing my hiking backpack, which stays down here in the car. Started talking yesterday about how I was feeling low, and I started to say that I think a lot of that had to do with loneliness, which I'm pretty sure has a lot to do with it, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not prone to feeling loneliness very easily, but it's been 6 months that I've been on the road traveling solo, pretty much day in and day out, with few exceptions. And I think it's just starting to get to me just a little bit. But actually, in the next couple of days, I'm going to be linking up with someone who I've met online who is also a nomad, and I think we're going to hang out for a bit. So I'm actually really excited about that. So on top of already just starting to feel a little bit better naturally, this is getting me super excited for some adventures coming up here in Louisiana. So make sure you're subscribed so you can stay tuned to see what's ahead. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, it helps my channel so much for you to give it a like. So thumbs up, please. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.